the Commission did not buy doses of vaccines. As I said time and time again here in the press room, and Stefan as well, the Commission invested in different companies. We acted as an investor in order to provide funding to pharmaceutical companies that were developing vaccines at that point in time in order to help them speed up their research, the development, and then their production capacities. It is the member states who then decide whether they want to buy a specific vaccine and how many doses of that vaccine. It is not us. That is very important to remember. The second thing is that, as we have said, the issue is not the number of vaccines. The number of vaccines that we have is sufficient, and of course takes into account a European population and the other commitments that we have taken. But ultimately, these vaccines have to be produced. They have to be delivered. Some of the logistics chains that are involved can be very, very sophisticated. So member states have to decide whether they consider that one or more vaccine is suited to their needs. This is how the process works. So, we could buy 10 billion vaccines if the member states, we could have signed contracts for purchase by member states of up to 10 billion vaccines. But if the member states ultimately don't buy these vaccines, then it serves absolutely no purpose. So again, I don't think that the issue is really the number of vaccines. It is the fact that we are at the beginning of a rollout. We're all judging this as if this campaign is over. In fact, the campaign is just starting. Let me remind you that in the autumn, when we were discussing this, we were saying that the rollout of vaccines would start at the end of the year and progressively build up with the big deliveries of vaccines foreseen around the month of April. So, it's quite astonishing in a way to see that now we are all turning around and saying, why are not all of the doses of vaccines already present on the market? It has always been clear from the beginning that we were developing a portfolio with the results of the strategy, of course, depending first and foremost on the assessment that would be made by EMA based on the clinical trials done by the companies, and that progressively these vaccines would come on the market. This is the phase that we are in now. The first vaccines are being approved. They're going to be put on the market. The EU is getting the doses that it has reserved. Where it has a possibility to do so, it is exercising the options that it has or even negotiating for further doses so that member states can then decide which ones to deploy in their population.